With a killer stalking a small American town as synth-heavy melodies play across the airwaves, Killer Frequency evokes a very specific kind of nostalgia that will appeal to any horror fan raised on Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. Combine that with fun and challenging puzzle-solving gameplay and a protagonist who controls the tunes and sounds uncannily like Kevin Bacon, and you have a winning formula in your hands. Firstly, a huge thank you to Team 17 for providing me with a code for this game before release. I'm late with this review, having been consumed by my previous video covering 10 years of The Last of Us, but I still wanted to put something out and cover this game because it deserves attention. You play as Forrest Nash, once a big-time radio show host, now relegated to the small and utterly bonkers town of Gallows Creek, where he hosts a late-night talk show appropriately named The Scream. When the sheriff is killed, the town's 911 operator leaves to get help and redirects emergency calls to Forrest's show, meaning that when local residents find themselves in trouble, it's up to you to guide them out of it. And that trouble takes the form of the Whistling Man, a serial killer and local legend from the 1950s who appears to have resurfaced. Over the course of roughly 6 hours, your job is to solve a wide variety of puzzles in order to give Gallows Creek townsfolk a way to escape peril, or, if you get the answer wrong, lead them to their doom. In the midst of this, you still have to play tunes, run ads, and keep the radio station ticking. The radio side of things is fairly straightforward, and provides a nice breather between puzzles as you collect and play records, toss scrunched up paper into a basketball hoop, and interrupt important moments with sound effect buttons. There's no real consequences to getting anything wrong, as your trusty producer Peggy will tell you what to do. Where things get tricky is in the puzzles. They range from guiding someone through hot wiring a car, to using a friendship quiz to decide who's best to execute which parts of a plan. Or finding the items that give you the answers requires searching them out, and knowing that you've collected everything that you need to collect. It's easy to get things wrong if you go off incorrect or incomplete information, though thorough searching is vital. This is sometimes hindered by the game itself, which can slow things down and lead to moments of frustration. There's so much of absolutely no consequence that can be picked up that it can lead to more important stuff being overlooked. And in one scenario, I was held up from being able to progress because, as far as I could tell, I'd accidentally found something without finding the clue that led to it, meaning I missed a necessary dialogue cue to tell the game I had done everything that I needed to. This was rectified only after retracing my steps several hundred times. However, it eventually turned out I couldn't leave until I used the intercom to report my findings, which I hadn't realised due to, at the start of that area, talking to Peggy without interacting with that intercom. That moment aside though, the puzzles were unfailingly engaging. I didn't get them all right, and in one case I got it right by guessing how to hotwire a car from what I remembered in movies due to having missed the instruction book. But this only feeds into the chaos going on and feels like it fits perfectly with the narrative. Kudos too to Killer Frequency for being one of the few pieces of media that recognises how bad it is to pull a knife out of a wound when it's the only thing stemming the bleeding. As well as saving, hopefully, the various townsfolk, you'll also over time unravel the mystery of the Whistling Man and a conspiracy in the town, all of which unfolds organically and leads to a few satisfying aha moments. Finally learning how all the pieces connect is a great moment. It's not a particularly unique backstory as serial killers go, but it's suitably tragic and sinister, and, honestly, you can understand where they're coming from after interacting with a lot of the larger-than-life townsfolk. The cast of characters ranges from mildly eccentric to utter crackpots, and there's a really good through line of humour across the course of the game, especially in regard to Ponty's Pizza.
Oh, I'm so sad that Deputy Martinez didn't make it. I saw her a lot over the years down here at Ponty's Pizza. Just terrible. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for doing your best. So, I'm sending you some coupons for free pizza here at Ponty's Pizza. Just a little something to look forward to when all this blows over.
Wow. Brian Ponty of Ponty's Pizza. That's really good of you. You really don't have to, though.
Oh, it's the least I can do. And if you like it, well, you're in luck, because we're always running great deals that'll have you eating for pennies.
Sounds great, bro.
And let me tell you, the pizza we have is to die for. Oh, no.
This is balanced by some high-tension moments, and even though you're never in any physical danger, the atmosphere is suitably tense and the stakes remain high. One major disappointment in the game is the lack of accessibility built into it. Team 17's own website says they're taking steps to improve the accessibility of their games constantly, a welcome commitment, But in Killer Frequency, even something as basic as the ability to remap the controls or customize the size and colour of subtitles is missing. Obviously, what an indie studio can do here is always going to be different to a huge AAA studio, but it still feels like a missed opportunity, especially given the studio's own commitment. Overall, despite some shortcomings, the most significant being accessibility, the game itself is overall easy to pick up and play, and a whole lot of fun that I would definitely recommend giving a go if you get a chance. Let me know in the comments if this sounds like your kind of game and if you'll be picking it up. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. Like the video that just popped up, which YouTube thinks you should watch next. This is a Patreon and member supported channel, so if you want to become a member and unlock custom badges and emojis, early access to my videos, and your name in the credits, then click the join button below. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.